I hope everybody's weekend was as great as mine. I'll be honest, I probably spent the entire weekend just pondering a lovely conversation that I had recently with a good buddy who was a joint actually sitting across from me here.
Howdy.
Because sometimes, and I would never say this to his face, but he says wise things. But don't you guys dare tell him I said that. Welcome back, Joshua.
Thank you for having me.
Mm-hmm. Now, last time we sat down, it got a little heavy. I'll be honest. It was a little bit depressing.
It was.
There was some laughter. Might have been a few tears. I might have edited those out. But we discussed last time what were the biggest challenges facing men in 2026. But guess what? We have a new week. This is a new Monday.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. So what we're going to cover now is why is this possibly one of the greatest times in all of human history to be alive? What advantages do we, men in this example here, in 2026, the latter part, what are the greatest advantages we currently have at our disposal here, and why is life so great? That's what we're talking about today.
All right. Well, I would say my first one.
Dude, your energy was way lower than mine.
I can't match that.
You just got to be.
Okay. Let me try.
You want to try? Go for it.
Let me try.
Okay.
My first one is actually my biggest advantage for men in 2026 is actually going to be the same as my number one for disadvantages. Is we have a hopeless future. We got nothing to lose. Let's go.
Oh,
let's get it.
Holly.
We just go. It doesn't even matter. You fail, who cares? It's hopeless anyway. Let's go.
Been playing with the house money for years. I got nothing to lose. That is hysterical. I did not think that's where you were going with this. But okay. All right. That's actually a fair point. If you have if you truly think, look, I got nothing to lose, then you just go for it.
I mean, it's not really that far off.
It's not a bad mentality. But it's not a good mentality. But it's not a bad mentality. Usually when guys are like, I got nothing to live for, that's usually followed by so wow. So dark really quick. So yeah, when you got nothing to live for.
If you're at rock bottom, just keep on digging. And then once you hit that rock bottom, you just go right back up, man.
What is it Les Brown says? Well, if you fall on your back, now, if you fall down, make sure you fall on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. And, dude, Les Brown, you ever need to hear a good talk? Hear Les Brown do the I'm hungry. Are you hungry speech?
I don't know who this is.
Dude, it's Les Brown. So
sounds like Zig Ziglar.
He's in that era there, and he has a speech called You Gotta Be Hungry. And I used to be a baker, which means I was at the shop at like 3-4 in the morning. My poor boss, who is there at the same time as me, because I'm just like this all the freaking time. I'm just in there, there's flour, there's sugar, there's eggs everywhere, and I'm like, you gotta be hungry. He's like, what is happening? Yeah, that was a fun time.
That's hysterical.
Yeah, good part of life there. Okay.
All right, but on a realer note than the most real, I would actually say,
first things first, I'm the realist.
Oh my gosh. I actually think one of the things I think is the biggest advantage is indeed one of the things that can be the most hopeless. Or things can cause the most hopelessness, which is AI.
Absolutely.
I'm going to say exactly what I said at the beginning of the last one, which was I saw my boss create something that did about 8 days worth of work in a few hours, like in real time. And then he gave all of us that tool. and I ran up the cost. This is a whole nother thing. But but the ability that I'm seeing with, and I'm not talking about just like little stupid things. I'm talking about like major expansions of your own ability. I actually just had a one-on-one with my my boss, and he said he was I'm in tech, as I said last time, but he was talking about, he thinks there's going to be this divergence of two kinds of people: the people who ask AI to start their thinking, and the people who use AI to expand their thinking, to be their assistant, to expand their capabilities, not to replace them. And he said what's going to happen with the first group is that they're going to walk in one day and realize that their job is gone. And the second group is going to realize that they're doing way more work than they can personally do. And so I actually think AI is one of the biggest force multipliers when done correctly. Because I also do have that in the frame of humans aren't going to be replaced entirely. Like there will be things that are replaced, but because I don't have this hopeless future mentality, I think that we are here for a reason, and we're the people who are put in this place for a reason. I believe this is a tool that can be used, and I believe it's also a tool that can hurt us. But I believe that it can be used for good and for success.
Absolutely. And here's the thing. This tool in its current iteration, literally we could not have had the same discussion 6 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
These newest models that come out, these new frontier stuff, truly remarkable. And I always like to go back a little bit further when, it's real early, but AI in its simplest form is just properly guessing the next word you're going to say, a large LLM.
Mm-hmm.
Way oversimplifying this.
Yeah.
And do you remember when autofill on like correcting words started coming up on your cell phone?
Mm-hmm.
When you're like, I typed the letter A. I was going to put and. No, did you mean androgynous? So it's come a long way. But one thing I really love, I heard someone say this, is when Siri first came out, this has been a few years ago, all times prior to that in history, who had a personal assistant?
Mm-hmm.
The wealthy people.
Mm-hmm.
Siri hits the table. And they took a personal assistant, because the simplest form is scheduled appointments, it checked messages, or it did those things, and they put it in the hands of everybody. And it flipped the script entirely.
Yeah.
And that is a monumental shift, which is something I love with the AI models. Whether you're paying a few dollars a month for one, which highly recommend. Everyone should pay, pick one and just go for it. I'm favorable to Grok. If you like Claude, if you like OpenAI. What's the other ones here? Gemini.
Gemini. Oh, stop it.
Oh, it sounds weird. Can you even pay for Gemini?
I prefer Gemini
Oh my golly.
in a large
This
extent.
is the real war.
No, but it's true. It is getting your hands on it. And this is what I was trying to explain to my wife, who is more skeptical, understandably so, is I'm like, again, don't think of it as like this big brother tool looking over you kind of thing, which it can definitely do that.
It's definitely that.
It's currently doing that for sure. But
hi, bro.
but I mean, you can host them locally. They never have to touch the internet.
Yeah, there's actually some really creepy. Sorry, just a little side note here, just to show how powerful some of the local ones are. I cloned my own voice.
Oh yeah.
And I sent it to some friends and family. Not everyone was convinced it wasn't me.
It was wild. I heard it. That's crazy. Yeah. It was crazy.
And
it sounded like so freaking close for it being like just a small amount.
Yeah. And that took no time whatsoever. And we're on the internet.
Yeah.
This is a problem. Whenever you do AI or any of this, really keep good records of your stuff, please. Sorry, continue.
Oh, I was just saying that if you think of it, because it doesn't have to be brother, like big brother kind of looking over you thing, but there are ways of doing it correctly, if you will. But think of it as an expand of your current feature set. So if I'll do it with, I'm trying to think of what I There was a book that I recently heard about, and so on my way to work, I clicked the live feature for ChatGPT is what I was using that day, and I kind of had it describe this book. It was a personality trait kind of book. Describe it to me generally to see if it's something that would be worth looking into more. And I was able to get all the information I wanted. I don't even think it was a book. It was more like a concept, like a collaboration of writings from a specific old philosopher.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was able to just do it in real time, and it, like, kind of identified me personally based on what I had told it in the past and all that. But it was just, I'm curious about this. I don't want to sit down and do research about it. I just need a really high-end overview. If the information's not super accurate, that's okay, because I'm just trying to get a feel for it. And it gave me exactly what I looked for, or exactly what I wanted to find. So, but it can expand just grocery lists. Like, I mean, it can just be an expansion of you as long as you're using it that way. Instead of exporting your thinking to it, use it to expand your own thinking or your own ability. I think that's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah. Oh, it's truly remarkable. It takes. So I've heard these people say, "Oh, it's going to replace all the jobs." It's going to replace some of the jobs, but I think what more it's going to be is you're able to do more work with a smaller company now.
Yeah.
Where before you would have to hire, I need someone to proofread all my work before I send it out to clients. Okay. I can have the AI do that. Okay. Well, I don't have to hire an extra person for this. I can focus the company money elsewhere. And all these little things here. When I was at a prior job, before all this AI really stepped into the fray here, I just made a little spreadsheet. This spreadsheet with, Excel macros from those era. I put one together, and it did the work of 3 people. Just because a lot of the industry I was in was a lot of data entry, filing, sorting, and all that.
Yeah.
So this one little spreadsheet had the company not have to hire 3 people. They didn't really remove 3 jobs. The people weren't there anyway, and they weren't yet hired. So I'm seeing it more as it just helps you be a better version of yourself if you learn how to use it. This is just a tool. AI is just a tool.
Yeah.
It's not really intelligent. It has access to a ton of information, and it puts it in a way we can understand a bit better. There, I do like that you can customize how it talks to you.
Yeah.
Now, side note, how do you feel by referring to it as an it, him, or her? I know some people are vastly like, don't. How do you say it? Amathematize?
Oh, humanize?
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Don't make it seem like it's alive.
Yeah.
So
I gotcha.
Yeah. So like giving it a name, like the one for Amazon, whose name I'm not going to say because it will activate everyone.
Alexa.
Oh my golly. That wasn't me. I'm sorry. Purchase. Thank you. All right.
No, that's I am
Anthropomorphize. There.
Is that actually the word?
Yeah.
Let's go. That's a beautiful word.
Boom!
I'm gonna try to use that in the future. I'm gonna put that in my back pocket.
Anthropomorphize.
Wait, no. Say it again.
Anthropomorphize.
Anthropomorphize.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm saying it stupid.
No, I think you got it.
Anthropomorphize.
Now, did you say I don't think I'm saying it, stupid? Or was that? Yeah.
No, I was anthropomorphizing, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, of course. It's anathema.
No,
Just start throwing some words in there.
I am personally, I say him typically, because, like in English, if it's, you use the masculine pronoun most of the time to refer to multiple things, or you use the plural as well. But I don't want to call it a plural because that seems a little demon-y. I prefer to say it, but I normally say he.
Okay. All right. Question. We're just going to go off on this tangent at this point here. The voice you're using when it's talking to you, is it a robot, male or female?
Typically, my favorite is it's a female that like is very monotone and almost like annoyed.
just annoyed that I'm asking. Why are you even asking me? I told you last week
I don't know. There's
at 4:00
What
on Thursday.
what it reminds me of is there's a person who is just very just like annoyed to hear from you kind of thing. And I think it is so funny and it's just so dry. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for. It's such a dry voice that I think it's so funny that I can't stand this, like, make it British, make it Australian, make it Dwayne Johnson. Like, no, just dry, boring female. And I think that's my favorite.
Dude, if I could change it to a celebrity, I didn't even think about
You can
that.
change it to like Robert De Niro and stuff, I'm pretty sure.
I was thinking like Randy the Macho Man Savage.
Who's that?
Ooh, from like Spider-Man. Spider-Man 1, Tobey Maguire, the guy in the cage.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, just him.
He probably does have something where
Oh,
I bet you could
That
do
great, or like a Ric Flair.
Who?
Oh my god! Like, woo! Nope, I'm all alone here.
Yep.
But I know I'm not all alone out there. Dude, I notice that I have to say I am all alone frequently when I have conversations with Josiah or with you. For entirely different reasons as well.
The funny thing is, like with Josiah, I can kind of understand. Technically different generations, like there's a decent age gap.
Yeah, I'm significantly younger than him.
Yep. We're the same age. Now, I know you don't like that, but we are the same age.
We are not the same
We
age.
are the same age.
A lot happened in the time between I entering the world and being greeted by many people, and then you entering the world.
We are the same age, the same generation, the same part of the same generation.
It doesn't feel that way, though.
But it is that way, though. Just because I accept my role as slightly younger than you very, very well does not mean that we're not the same age.
Okay. AI.
AI.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
All right, Joseph.
This
So
advantage, truly, if you have any idea, pop it into an AI and work with learn how to prompt. Those who know how to prompt, not just the vibe coders. The vibe coders are getting good.
That's crazy.
It is, dude. I vibe coded an app yesterday while doing other stuff. Like I vibe coded it and then boom, let it do its thing. It's amazing. Like I'm like, oh wow, I am so professional. Look at me.
At work, I made in about 10 minutes, maybe a little bit longer than that, but just like barely at all. I created a custom PowerShell script that like functions as an app. I got the icon, like the picture for it and everything, because I have to take like a bunch of clicks in the morning and it just annoys me that I have to open up 27 programs. I click this and then I click enter and it opens up every program.
Isn't it great?
It's pretty sweet. Yeah, but yeah, that was just like I don't even know how to do that right now.
I have like 7 programs that I have to open every morning. Drives me bonkers.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, for obvious security reasons, I absolutely cannot touch Windows PowerShell. But it would be.
But you know who gets alerted if you do? Just every month, just double click that.
I'm just going to get an immediate call. What are you doing?
Just create a batch script. Don't do it. Don't put anything in it. Just create a .bat file. Put it on your desktop.
Just see what happens.
Just see what happens, and then occasionally,
You know what I'm going to do?
double click it.
I'm going to open up. I'm going to open up a text document. I'm going to type something in here. Change name to .bat. Just to see what happens.
You should put a little note for the tech person who inevitably like is like, what the heck is happening?
Call for free donuts. You found it. You passed the audit.
Or if you really want to get fired, just run it every like couple of days and then delete or don't ever put anything in it because it will look like you're deleting the text inside of it.
So here's the thing. Early internet, people didn't understand how simple most of this stuff is. Like even now, the scammers, they're only trying to run like 3 scripts.
Dude,
now you get really clever with them, of course, but really they're like, look, go do these couple things here and you win just like that.
Honestly, I could go to like 95% of the businesses in my town
Mm.
and guess their passwords. Just all of their passwords.
It is bad how easy to guess passwords are.
Yeah, it's wild. Also,
Password 123. Please stop trying. Stop using that.
dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. Anyways,
All right, AI is kind of like, this is a horrible example. AI helps you be more of who you are. Sometimes people say alcohol does that too. But no, money. It's a tool. Money and AI are just tools. If you're a bad person and you're lazy and you don't want to work, you have no intention of ever doing it, AI will, at the beginning, it'll make it easier for you not to work.
Mhm.
And then it'll make it so you don't work because you get replaced. But
So Joseph, let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
What is the next biggest advantage that you think exists?
access to people. Now, what I mean,
Explain.
what I mean by that is a while ago, I wanted to, if this was 20 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to talk directly to a CEO of a major company,
Mm-hmm.
my ability to do so would be virtually zero.
Mm-hmm.
Be quite difficult if I want to talk to CEO of Walmart, JP Morgan, any large company.
Mm-hmm.
Virtually impossible to do. Now, I can go on X, formerly Twitter, and I actually have a chance of hearing from said person. Like I can say, at blah, 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 I think blah, blah, blah,
Mhm.
or ask him a question. He might actually reply. I've done this a couple times
Mm-hmm.
where I've messaged CEOs of companies that I use their product, and
Oh. Mm-hmm.
they've replied.
Mm-hmm.
Like more than one reply. I'm like, oh my golly. And then I was listening to a podcast. Now, if you ever listen to a podcast and you're not like personally familiar with the guy, you think that guy is just really cool.
Uh-huh.
It just is what it is. It's really fun.
Yeah.
So I was listening to a guy on a podcast, and then I liked his product.
Mm-hmm.
So I emailed his company and said, hey, I'd love to talk about this product here. Thinking, hey, one of the other employees will call, set an appointment for a phone call or information.
Mm-hmm.
No, he did. And it was so cool. And all of a sudden, I'm on a video call with a guy who I just saw give a talk in Zurich or Germany on the topic. And now I'm on a video call with him.
This happened to you in real life?
Yeah.
That's
Like,
awesome.
truly remarkable. I'm
Was
like, I'll give you the name after.
Okay.
But like, this is amazing. We can access everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, what is it? Every video you post or a post you make, you are rolling the dice a little bit on winning the lottery. But
Oh, yeah.
really, you can access people. If we wanted to know what Elon Musk was thinking 20 years ago, it'd be very difficult to find out. Now, open his X page.
That's
You want to
true.
know what the president was thinking the other day? Just open up Truth Social. I mean, we have access to everybody, everywhere, all the time. And
That's
the
true.
only reason we aren't more successful is we're not using that to our advantage. Probably about a month ago, we talked about this. This podcast has crossed 1 million views.
Woot woot.
One, thank you. Like truly, that's remarkable. That's an impossible task 20 years ago
Mm-hmm.
without a Herculean effort. Like
Mm-hmm.
1 million people have seen my face. That's a scary thought. All right, but yeah, that kind of a thing. Like just the
that's a good
access.
point.
We have access.
That's a good point. I just, as you were saying that, I was thinking, so I was listening to a podcast, is like the biggest podcast in this particular industry. It's fairly niche. It's a medical thing that I have. But still it's the biggest podcast. And I just reached out to the guy. Like, I listened to the podcast. I was really struggling with something medically, and I just reached out to the guy, said, like, I like your podcast, but like, I have not found what you said to be true. Like, can you help me? This guy called me within a few minutes, like within 10 minutes, within 30 minutes.
Mm.
I looked at the number on my phone and I was like, I don't get, calls from Wisconsin or wherever it was. I answered and he's like, hey, it's me from the podcast.
What?
And he changed my life. Not even kidding. In a
Mhm.
20-minute conversation, I was able to talk to this random dude who I'd never met before in a podcast in Wisconsin, somewhere west of Ohio. And he was able to give me advice and tell me where I was messing up in my own medical situation, like over the phone because of a podcast and a little web page that I sent in my phone number and said, I have not had the circumstance you've said. Changed my life, saved my life in many capacities. So it was absolutely wild. That was where I was actually at a hopeless moment, the first hopeless moment I had ever had in my life. But yeah, and that was just like access. Yeah, it was crazy. It's crazy.
Right.
I was friends with my favorite singer on Facebook.
That's right.
And then I made a political post and he unfriended me. But nonetheless, I was friends with him. And
his music's still great.
it's amazing. Fantastic singer. Anyways, but yeah, I was friends with him on Facebook. Yeah, so access is truly a crazy thing.
Yeah, this is just, what was it? Elon Musk was doing a talk. He was doing a walk around video of one of his rockets.
Oh yeah.
And the guy talking to him, they're living this whole thing or so. And he's talking, he's like, the guy's not Elon. The other guy says, well, why don't we make it cool? Just some offhanded
about the
comment.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, you can't. Huh.
We're gonna fix that. We're
going to fix that. And that was a huge thing here.
Yeah.
And guess what? The whole world got to see this happen.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, just this access.
Mm-hmm.
Now, access is a double-edged sword. We're not going to dive much in this more for more than just a quick moment here. When everyone is accessible, that means you're always accessible.
Yes.
You have to have control over this. You have to be able to turn this off.
Mm-hmm.
You do. Because this is where the whole cyberbullying thing comes on where, 20 years ago, if you got made fun of and you were at school, it's only when you're at school. Now it's when you're at school and when you're not at school.
Mm-hmm.
And in more creative ways than you'll ever understand.
Yeah.
So, access, double-edged sword. But yeah, one of the most best advantages we have, access to people. And if you're a hard worker, your ability to be noticed by more people significantly skyrockets.
Oh yeah, you can get a job in California from the East Coast. Just apply that easy. It costs and takes nothing to do.
Yeah, did people forget email is free?
Just kind of should it be though? Is it really?
That's all right.
What's actually free?
I pay for email. I have a
No, of course you do.
hashtag privacy. But yes, dude, email is free. That's remarkable.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who reads emails? Plenty of people, I assure you. But yeah, it's really, dude, this access thing, truly. All right, what's number 3?
Number 3.
Are you looking on my list?
No.
Do you...
I'm thinking, well, maybe, do you spell information with 2 R's?
Okay, look, my handwriting is it's a developing art.
Okay, well,
Emphasis on abstract.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go.
And look, spelling is more of an emotion than an accuracy anyway.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the one on my list. Your list is trash. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go with entrepreneurship.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's easier. I don't think it has ever been easier than now to start and run a company, and anybody can do it. I feel like we're actually moving beyond the stage of oh, you don't need a college degree to be successful. I feel like we have quickly moved beyond that statement to you just have to be breathing air. And that's all it takes to run a company. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to be great at it. It doesn't mean it's going to be successful, but you can start pretty much anything. If you want to start a company with something fairly complex, all of the information is pretty much there. Now, obviously, there's going to be it's not going to be, it doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but if you want to start, if you want to be an influencer and start a social media or start a a podcast or whatever, if you want to do that kind of like work for yourself work, you can do that. If you want to go get licensed in something, you can go do that. There's schools based for just licensing for just specific things. You can just go do that. If you want to go to college, you could still just go do that. If you want to just start a company, like you could start a landscaping company literally right now. Like you don't have to wait till tomorrow. Just go find a shovel out of a trash can and you can start your own company. People have always been able to do that, but now you can do it very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
You can get the best people in the world to teach you how to do it over the internet.
Mm-hmm. You could
sell. You can sell. Everything is cheaper. Not everything. Let me clarify. Not everything is cheaper, but it is cheaper to start something now than it has been in the past, considering the information and the wisdom that you can get before even starting.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that entrepreneurship is probably more accessible to the average person than ever before. You don't need a college degree. You don't even need to know anything. You just need to be willing to go and do it and try and find the thing and do it.
Yeah. So early days internet sales.
Mm-hmm.
Silk Road. I'm going to put that on a shelf for a couple of minutes here. But if you wanted to sell something, Craigslist.
Mm-hmm.
You have to post on a shady message board. Anyone can read it. Anyone can reply. You have to meet up at a weird location, exchange items. They're going to hand you a check, which is a ridiculous statement.
That sucker's not going to bounce.
Yeah. And you may not know. They're going to hand you a piece of paper with basically just an IOU, a promise to pay, that may or may not clear in 5 to 7 business days. And you're out your stuff. The amount of trust every single transaction took was huge.
Mm-hmm.
And then what if you needed to buy more product, stock up, get things printed? Where are you going to warehouse it? How are you going to run the sales tax? How are you going to run the transaction? And you had to learn every single thing. You had to learn full inventory management, full payment processing, how to make agreements, how to you got to get a full agreement with UPS, USPS, FedEx, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
All just to sell your t-shirts. And now you go on Shopify.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you can't go on Spotify to learn about Shopify.
Yeah, that's true.
And they take care of all of it. Now they take a healthy fee.
Yeah.
But they are providing a service that literally saves you tremendous amounts.
And if you did want to do it yourself, you could literally spend a couple grand on a printer that will literally print your exact design on a t-shirt and ship it yourself. So like there is
you could
unlimited amounts of customization that you can have to the process itself. You're like, oh, I hate logistics, or I love logistics, but I hate printing. Then there's a system that you can set up for that. And it's very straightforward.
And if you want to learn how to do that system, you can ask your AI, I hate doing this. How do I do this in 15 minutes a week? So I actually did that for a couple of things. Like, I really don't like doing these things. Tell me what it would look like if I could do this in 15 minutes. And it said, do this exact thing. And it gave me a breakdown. So the guy who wrote Habits, what's the habit book? Atomic Habits. He had James Clear.
Yeah.
Which I've met him. Kind of cool. He was saying one time that if he was to, make any extra items on here, he'd add in a question. The question is, what would this look like if this was easy? Because it gets you in the mentality of this could be easy. If it was possible for this to be easy, what would that look like? I try to think about that occasionally. I got to call a client. What would it look like if this was going to be an easy phone call? Well, I'd call the client. I'd be happy to call them. The client would be happy to hear from me, so I should probably use a good tone because they're going to be happy. And, they're going to want to come in and see me, and they're going to close the sale. So I just need to make the phone call because they want to hear from me. Yep. Oh, they didn't want to hear from me? Well, that was their problem. I wanted to hear from them. So. But yeah, just that, what would it look like if this was easy? And that's actually a question you could put, what would XYZ look like if this was easy? Put it into AI. What would it look like for me to get into shape in the next year? What would it look like if it was easy?
and it'll tell you,
Yeah.
have a good one, put in your biases in there, like just do all meat and eggs, you'll be
Oh
happy.
my gosh.
A lot of dude, are you upset with having more bacon? What about some ribs? Dude, I had ribs for like the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, so there's a local company. We're just going. I want to talk about ribs, and I was unaware. So they got me on the pricing thing.
Uh-huh.
It was like, all right, look, $20, give you a half rack of ribs.
Mm-hmm.
$26, whole rack.
Oh, son of a gun.
And I'm like, well, it's only $6, and I get double. Dude, I got the whole thing. I didn't realize, like, it's literally like this long of ribs.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It was
What kind of
beautiful.
ribs? Is it a pig?
It said ribs.
Mm-hmm. So you don't know what you're eating?
It probably wasn't human.
I mean, that's good. That is a pro.
I don't think goat.
I
It was too small to be gerbil. No, it's bigger than a gerbil. So
too small to be gerbil.
yeah, so probably not a gerbil or a raccoon.
That's good. That's good.
Why do raccoons' hands do this?
I've only had there's now I can't say this definitively, but there's only one person I will eat the ribs that they make. It's not a restaurant, it's like a personal friend. And the ribs are gross. I'm sorry. This is my unpopular opinion. Ribs are gross because they're 99% fat and then there's some meat somewhere else. Now, that's disgusting. Just straight fat, like you could chew it forever. But my friend makes them, and they're glorious. I don't know how else to describe it. So thank you, friend, who shall remain nameless.
Okay, so advantages: AI, access to people, whatever you just said. Entrepreneurship. Oh yeah, and let's say you want to start a business in a niche area. 20 years ago, best of luck to you. You got to go find people who care about what you want. Literally just go on the internet. You're going to find them.
Dude,
they're everywhere.
I was diabetic for 10 to 15 years before I found out there's diabetic communities. And I don't mean that in like okay, let me just explain what I mean. Facebook.
No. I was like just wandering just wandering hordes of diabetics. Like, please, sir, may I have some sugar?
No. But like there's diabetic communities where people were like, dude, I know this sucks so bad because this particular thing that no one's ever told me about. 15 years, I'm like, I'm by myself. I know one or two other guys. There's thousands of them. Us, not them. I'm a them.
I'm a them.
there's thousands of these diabetics just living their lives struggling like me. So that's one of the pros, is that you're not alone.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can connect with anyone over niche things. You can find help in all areas. And we're able to consolidate tons of information here into all of this. But really, I think those are three excellent advantages. You have the AI advantage, you have the access to people, and lastly, you have the entrepreneurship advantage. This is one of the greatest times in all of history for us to be able to really do this. So it's not hopeless. There's a vision for the future. And please have some fun, do some good, and let's all talk soon.